Hey, it's Dave Rexroth. Just wanted to give you a little update on what's happening for the rest of the week here, going into the holiday weekend. Valentine's Day is on Saturday, so hope you hadn't forgotten that. If there's someone special in your life, the weather is not going to be really special, but it is going to be warming, and that's what we want to talk about here with a little bit of small print, which is important tomorrow morning. So it's about 9:17 now. And I just want to get you through tonight into tomorrow morning, and then we start the warming. But don't look past tomorrow morning, or you get a little shock as you step outside and get started here. So here's what's happening around the area. Temperatures today reach the upper 20s and lower 30s. What you're looking at here are highs right around 32. Hello, Adrian from Caleb. 32 in Detroit today. Same thing in Monroe. 30 in Howe. 28 in Port Huron. Now with some dry air in here and lighter winds and clearer skies, we've dropped off quite a bit. So look at Lapeer's at 18-14 already in Port Huron, 18 in Ann Arbor, still 26 in Detroit. You know how it works, especially when we get some sunshine. The metal, the glass, the asphalt, the cement absorbs a lot in the city, and then as we go along through the time here, it looks like it continues to be more and more of an issue as we warm things up. But now we're cooling off. So Detroit's staying a little warmer than everybody else, but the point is it's cooling off quickly, and it will be pretty chilly overnight. I'll show you the lows and the action just a little bit here, but after tomorrow morning is when we start to warm it up. Tomorrow there'll be some 30s and 40s, and then a lot of 40s on the way, but I just don't want you to look past the fact that we've gotten quite chilly already, and we're going to get into some of the cold tomorrow morning. This is the weekend, so tomorrow's Friday. Decent day with some sunshine. Here's Saturday afternoon into Saturday evening, and I'll stop it here about 8 o'clock. The system to our south is pretty wet, pretty juicy, but it stays to our south. We'll pick up a few clouds from that north side of that Saturday as we go throughout the second, especially the last part of the sunshine days, or hours, I guess I should say, last part of the afternoon. But as we go along through Saturday night, some clouds are here, and then here is Sunday morning. At that point, it's kind of about as far north as it's going to get, a little north of Columbus, not quite to Fort Wayne, those areas. And so this is going to keep moving east and not be a problem for us. But I just want to let you know that early on the weekend, Saturday morning, and late on the weekend, Saturday afternoon, probably the brightest times of the weekend there. But it will continue to warm, which is good because watch this. It's going to be kind of chilly tonight. I'll show you what's happening around the area here. We've got low temperatures. They're going to be about 10 in Lapeer, 16 in Detroit, 10 in Ann Arbor, 11 in Port Huron, 12 in Port Sanilac. So that's a little colder than we're supposed to be. 20, if you look in the upper left-hand corner, you'll see it's about 20 for the average low in Detroit. The record's minus 12. We won't have to worry about that. But the point is, it is cold, and it's going to feel pretty cold too. I'll show you these wind chills that just kind of keep dropping. Here's 6 o'clock in the morning. Tomorrow morning, this is Friday morning at 6 a.m. So some single-digit wind chills take you up to about 8 o'clock or so. And it doesn't change a whole lot. Some single-digit wind chills, maybe a few spots, 10, 11, 12. The point is, it is cold to start tomorrow. Here's lunchtime. By that point, the wind doesn't matter too much. And the winds are not going to be strong. It's just that we're so cold, a little touch of a breeze here and there does make it pretty cold. So the big message is, yes, we're going to warm up this weekend, next week, but don't look past tomorrow morning, especially through about 9, 10 o'clock or so, or you could step outside and be sorry if you're not dressed properly. High temperatures tomorrow, not all in the 40s, but some, especially on the west side. 43 in Howell, 40 in Arbor, 41 in Adrian, maybe a 42 in Lapeer as well, close to 40 in Monroe and Pontiac, and about 37 in Detroit. So a little warmer west, a little cooler east. We all get some pretty decent sunshine for Friday, and there's a southwest breeze that does develop as we go throughout the afternoon especially. So there's your Friday. Here's a look at Saturday. Again, if you have not thought this through, you might be in trouble, but the weather is not going to be a real problem. Sunshine in the morning, 25 is where we start on Saturday morning, 36 at lunchtime, and then 40 for a high, still in the 30s in the evening. We'll pick up a few clouds, especially late in the day, from that system to our south, but we won't get rain, we won't get snow. That's not an issue. And then I just wanted to show you a couple things for the long term here. This is, I'm going to get this to come up, and then I'm going to adjust it a little bit for you. This is the jet stream. Don't show you this a lot. This is the water vapor image. Shows you the moisture at different depths of the atmosphere. But I want you to see what's going on. Look at Winnipeg. See how there's some cold trying to come down. The jet stream is that kind of swoop that's running through Winnipeg right there and then down toward Minneapolis. All right, this is over the last 12 hours. Behind that jet stream to the north of it is where there's some pretty cold air. But at the same time, look down by Los Angeles, Vegas, Denver, El Paso. As we roll this along in time, see how that southwest flow? So that's kind of cutting off the cold. The point to show you all this is that we're going to get chilly tonight, but it's not going to last very long. It's just tomorrow morning, and then we have this flow from the southwest part of the country that's going to help us out a little bit. Another way to look at that same kind of thing, we've showed you this graphic a couple different days this weekend. These lines are of equal pressure. We call them isobars. They're in the middle to upper level pattern of the atmosphere. Notice again, they're from the southwest through Thursday here, through Friday, turn to the west-southwest and stay pretty warm. And that just tells us there's a pretty decent idea to trend above normal. This time of year, for today it was 34, tomorrow it's 35 for the average high. So this time of year we're warming, and actually by the last day of the month, which is the 28th this year, it's not a leap year, on the 28th the average high is 40. So we start climbing a little bit by a little bit here the second half of the month in terms of our statistical average temperature, and that gets back to around 40 by the time we get into again the early part of March and to get things started. So anyway, warmer trend is coming, but you can't look past tomorrow morning. So wind chills in the single digits tomorrow morning to get started. Eventually get back to 37, maybe some spots in the low 40s, especially west out around US 23. Valentine's Day is 40. Sunday is 40. Notice we start in the mid-20s. That's a little bit above normal. And then we go 43 for President's Day. Tuesday's 45. All of that looks dry. And then Tuesday night and Wednesday is the next chance of anything falling out of the sky, and there's a better chance for it to be rain because of the warmth. 37 Wednesday morning, 48 on Wednesday afternoon. And I put 40% chance of rain there. Yesterday I had 30% chance. We might have to keep upping that. It looks like there's a pretty good bet that we get some rain midweek next week. And that probably is the warmest day, Wednesday. And then we start to slip a little bit, cool enough on Thursday as temperatures start to fall. Maybe there are a couple of snowflakes mixed in with the showers. But the whole point here is, again, don't look past the next few hours tomorrow morning. It will be quite chilly with temperatures down around 10 to 15 probably at best, and wind chills down in the single digits. So get ready for the warmth. If you're excited about that, fine. If you're a skier or a snowboarder, you've still got plenty of snow out there. It's not like it's going to melt all at one time here over the weekend, but it will get milder for the weekend and then continues to warm through Wednesday. All right, going to get things checked back out about 25 or 35 minutes from now. I'll be on TV 20 Detroit at 10 o'clock, and we'll see you on Channel 7 as well.